Hello student, I am Varun Kumar Nishad from LPA Public School. In this video, we will discuss about the structure of atom. Dear student, structure of atom, the concept was given by first the John Dalton, but the proposed on the basis of neutrality and sphere-shaped model of atom, that is given by first J.J. Thomson. After the discovery of electron, J.J. Thomson awarded by Nobel Prize in 1906, and he gave the proposal of the structure of atom, that is plum pudding model. Let us see what is the plum pudding model. J.J. Thomson said that our atoms or any atoms is consist of a positive sphere. The whole atom is positive sphere, and the negative charges are embedded inside it. And this model, the Thomson model, his name is plum pudding model. Let us see the plum pudding model. The first name, structure of atom. First, J.J. Thomson model. J.J. Thomson model, also called plum pudding model, also called watermelon model. He said that the atom is consist of positive sphere, according to the J.J. Thomson. It consists of positive sphere and negative charges are embedded inside, and then imply, that is gain the neutrality of an atom. So it is a positive sphere. Positive sphere and embedded negative charge, and this gain neutrality of an atom. This is a model, atomic model, structure of atom, that is given by J.J. Thomson, that is known as plum pudding model. Plum pudding model. Plum pudding is related to the bread and chocolate cake. Suppose the cake is made, and some chocos are embedded are plums. So plums behave as like chocos are the negative charge. The whole cake is regarded as the positive sphere of an atom. But the number of charges of negative and positive charges are equal. That's why the gain of neutrality of atom. So two things has been given by J.J. Thomson. That first thing is that the atom is a sphere shaped. Every atoms is generally, the atom is sphere shaped, and atom is just in the nature, that is in the form of neutron. other the electromagnetic theory they did not able to explain totally. So this model has been failed, but the first model is given by J.J. Thomson in the history of structure of atom. That's why he said that the negatively charged are embedded and the whole sphere is behave like a positive charge. And so there is a two things has been their advantage. The atoms is appear in the sphere shape and the atoms is neutral. Otherwise, the proposal of this plum pudding model by J.J. Thomson is failed to explain the electromagnetic theory. And this theory has been disproved by the Ernest Rutherford, who gave the Oslo structure of atom. Let us see. Structure of atom. Next, Rutherford model. Rutherford model is a very important model in the history of the structure of atom. His experiment was very famous. The name is alpha scattering phenomenon. Let us see alpha scattering phenomena. Alpha scattering phenomena is done by Ernest Rutherford, and he observed the three things, and he took a polonium source. And take a gold foil. Thin gold foil. And he start bombard on them. It is a polonium source. And it is a thin gold foil. He arranged in a very descriptive manner, that is this is the experiment, and this is shown by the first, second and third observation. The first observation was the maximum rays of alpha rays are penetrate to get passed through them. So he thought that the maximum part of atom, the maximum part of an atom is empty. Maximum part of an atom is empty. Second is due to the deflection of alpha rays from their straight line path, the some rotating particles are present into the nucleus. Some rotating particles are present in an atom. Sorry, into the atom. And thought very most appropriate observation by Ernest Rutherford, who won, that's why his experiment won the Nobel Prize. He said that some alpha rays are reversed back towards the source, because the central part of atom is solid, but later on is called as proton, which is positively charged. So the observation, the maximum part of an atom is empty. That's why the rays of alpha rays penetrate easily through the atom. Some rotating particles are present into the atoms. That's why the alpha rays get deflected from their straight line, and the most valuable observation given by the Ernest Rutherford is some alpha rays are reversed back towards the source because the central part of atom is solid, and it is solid, not solid, but it is the occurrence of dense mass of proton and neutron, but later on it's called as proton, that is positively charged. But the nature of alpha rays are also positively charged, and you know that positive and positive, they repel to each other. That's why this is the main reason behind it, and due to the triggerance of discovery of proton. But anode ray is discovered by Goldstein, but proton is the name given, and credit is go to Rutherford. Proton is discovered by Rutherford. So discovery of proton and nucleus is done by Ernest Rutherford. Now you have seen this experimental basis, and so on the basis of this observation, there is, first of all, he took polonium source and take the thin gold foil. You will be foil like you were also seen in the market, aluminum foil, zinc foil, something like that. The gold foil has been taken by the thin gold foil taken by the Ernest Rutherford, and he bombarded the alpha rays, only alpha rays on the thin gold foil like that. This is a micro level or very clear view of the alpha scattering phenomena, and he gave the three observations, that is the maximum part of an atom is empty because question is asked from the alpha scattering phenomena, also asked in examination, that is write the short note on that. So maximum part of an atom is empty and some rotating particles. The second point has some rotating particles. Rotating particles that change the way of alpha rays from their state lines, which are the electrons. The particles are present into the atoms. Some rotating particles are present in the atom. That's why they deflect or change the path of alpha ray, which are the moving straight lines. The third, some X-rays, some some alpha rays are reversed back towards the source because central part of atom is solid, but later on is called as proton, because the nature of occurrence of dense amount of proton is present into the inside the nucleus. And if we analyze, the alpha rays are also positive in nature and proton is positively charged, and that's why when they come in contact they repel to each other, because positive and positive they repel to each other. So that's why it is a discovery of nucleus and discovery of proton has been in the alpha scattering phenomena, which is done by Ernest Rutherford. And for this activity, for this valuable contribution, he was awarded by Nobel Prize, and he gave a certain point of view of the structure of atom, and evolutionary and very better than the J.J. Thomson model. He gave the Rutherford model, but in the next video we will discuss about the Rutherford model and Niels Bohr model, and what are their limitations of Rutherford model, what are the advantages of Rutherford model we have discussed. So, but the Rutherford keep the atomic model on this basis of their alpha scattering phenomena. Alpha scattering phenomena is very great contribution of the Rutherford in the discovery of, in the history of the discovery of the structure of atoms. So Rutherford alpha scattering phenomena is very important to the examination point of view, to learning the point of view of structure of atoms, to learning the aspect of to try to understand the proton, discovery of protons, and also it is related to discovery of neutron also, because the whole aspect is related to the atoms, and we give the appropriate discovery of atoms, the nucleus of the atom and proton. So another topic